I don't like that. It hurts my feelings.
Girl, you always out there just straight gossiping. Why you wanna do it when I got you bling? Girl, you just out there just straight up gossiping. Always out there in the streets just gossiping. Texting, doing nasty things. All you wanna do is just straight gossiping. Girl, why you wanna gossip? I took you on that trip. I gave you all that stuff, all that junk. And you just wanna gossip. Hurt my feelings, girl. Why you wanna do that to me? When I got you all those things. Got you all those things. Got you all the things. Gossiping. Why you wanna hurt me with your gossiping? Backbiting ain't nothing to all of me. Backbite, DM, and texting. Why you wanna do that to me? Gossiping. Telling my friends I got a little bitty thing.
Not many people write songs dedicated to their rebel tooth, but you got one from me, baby. Welcome back. Round 2. Where did we leave off? We left off with Godlogic and Trent Scorn. Trent Scorn. Sounds like a villain in a cartoon. Ha ha! I am Trent Scorn, and you good guys shall now lose. Ha ha! Welcome. What's up? Now y'all being jealous. I mean, generous. My mind is all messed up. I got me an Alp and I got me some positive reinforcements on my coffee cup. Faith, joy, believe, hope, cure. Cure? What's the cure there for? The cure?
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. If you can't praise God with him, you're gay.
This pollen ashy as hell. Ashy AF. Shout out to Cleve. Appreciate them super chats, Cleve. He's saying, check the DMs, bro. Godlogic drama popping off right now. Godlogic has decided he don't like no orpho, bro. I don't like them orpho, bro. Yo, just throw me a basketball, son. That's all I care about. Get me on the court and I'm trouble. Mess around with Trent Horn, I'm a buddy double. Godlogic is still sending people to this heterodox, get your pee-pee shaved synagogue.
But they came in so fast and so hard, and these guys knew exactly what to do. Let's go, come on, get in, let's go. Blah. They came one right after another, not at the same time. They don't want to come at the same time. They had to come right after each other. They didn't have any room.
That's a good thing to do. That's a moral thing to do.
Here go the groggers, rush, rush, rush. Here go the groggers, rush, rush, rush. Here go the groggers, rush, rush, rush.
Brother, I'm gonna just let.
What the hell is that woman wearing? She got a cow hat on. Why is she wearing a cow hat? What in the hell is this? This is where Godlogic tells you to go to church, dummies. This ain't a church. This is faking gay. Godlogic is a grifter, 100%. This is where he tells people to go to church to get snipped, dude. That's dumb. The first heresy the church ever dealt with, Judaizing.
Here go the groggers, rush, rush, rush. Here go the groggers, rush, rush, rush.
Brother, I'm gonna just.
Here goes the pee-pee, snip, snip, snip. There goes the head of it, snip, snip, snip. Here goes the penis, snip, snip, snip.
And saying it's run by Jews and they're the ones doing it.
Let you rock, right? And you can go listen to Ignatius's YouTube channel. All right? We'll see you later, my brother.
Everybody hopefully had a good turkey meal. No ham. Hope nobody here had ham. That doesn't count. That disqualifies you.
So notice, they're still teaching the Judaizing nonsense. That's why you can't go there. This is what Godlogic pushes. I have been calling this out for months now. And everyone knows that I'm correct who knows anything about theology at all. But now it's all just about you're bad because you're with ortho bros. Ortho bro mean. None of that is an argument. None of that proves it. Even if I'm mean, even if I'm the worst mean person on internets, what does that have to do with whether what I'm saying is wrong? You can be mean and correct. Yo, I come correct with my facts, son. Here is the penis, snip, snip, snip. Here is the dreidel, spin, spin, spin.
The Lord didn't make pigs for us to eat. Yeah, you know.
Torah, 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 Torah. Torah,
Toe, toe, camel, toe, toe, camel, toe.
You know, you teaching me that it is sin to not keep Sabbath. You teaching me that it is a sin to eat swine and all the.
Here's young Don, who later apostatized, being taught all of these dumb Judaizing heresies. This is heresy 101, the first heresy condemned in the book of Acts, condemned in Acts 15, condemned later in the book of Galatians, condemned in Hebrews. And here they are being taught. Here they are telling young Don he needs to keep the Jewish ceremonial feast to be saved.
These things, right? This told me my church is in sin.
Through Shavuot and Pentecost, typically in the Jewish calendar.
Here is the Messianic Judaizing heretical sect out here in a damn backyard doing a damn backyard cholo service. See, you can't get the cholo out of the cholo. Even if you make a cholo into a cholo Jew, he's still got the cholo in him. He's still going to have a damn backyard barbecue.
Is the giving of the Torah, the giving of the law.
My brothers and sisters.
Dude, if you can't recognize this is the dumbest LARP ever.
It takes faith and works. So anybody's teaching you no works, no, works are important. If we discount the Bible and say, oh, it's all been fulfilled in Jesus, you have a problem. Because Jesus still living it. The apostles still lived it, but Jesus himself says not a jot or a tittle, not a dot will pass away till all of heaven and earth have passed away.
Yeah, heaven and earth passed away in the microcosm when the temple was destroyed in 70 AD, which is the fulfillment of Luke 21 and Matthew 24. That's the foreshadowing of the passing away of the actual heaven and earth. The temple is a microcosm of the universe. Almost everybody admits this, by the way. So when the temple was destroyed, that's the Mosaic administration, the old man passing away. The new has come. What is the new? The Orthodox liturgy, the Orthodox service. That is the service of the first several centuries. That's all you need to know. This is not that complicated. It's actually pretty simple and pretty clear. These people muddy it up with all this nonsense and all this stupidity because as soon as they admit we're correct, their whole thing falls away. They can't grift no more. This is not that complicated. The real messianic religion is the Orthodox Church. That's the great secret.
Named Domitilla, who was converted.
So you come over here to the video that we've shown a zillion times. 1 zillion times 1 zillion. Orthodox Church laid out like the temple and the synagogue by design. It's the fulfillment of that. To go back to this stuff, which is what all of these Protestant goobers are missing, is to miss the very thing that all that stuff was about. The purpose of all of that stuff is this. So it's a retrograde move. Aspects of the synagogue, the platform, the bema, the Moses' seat, the ark, where the Torah is put. It's all in the Orthodox Church, fulfilled. See this? Guess what? It looks just like the Dororopos synagogue, the oldest synagogue. 2nd century, what is it? 2nd century Syria. So all of this is a move back to what all the old stuff, the Mosaic stuff, is pointing to. The purpose of the Mosaic stuff is not just generally pointing to Jesus. Yes, it points to Jesus, but it also points to the Orthodox Church as the fulfillment. That's why the synagogue looks like its replacement fulfillment. The new synagogue, the new church, the new Israel. Galatians 6:16, the Israel of God. Look at that, all the same structure and symbology, fulfilled. That's why the bishops look like the priest. What do you know? It looks the same because it's the fulfillment. They're dressed the same. The altar, the same. It's even antiphonal chanting. Same antiphonal chanting. Look, divine liturgy, borrowed from its earlier typological its type, and this is the prototype. Like, just watch the documentary that we have made and promoted and pointed out for 1,000 times.
Who are you to pick and choose what he wants?
Yeah, we don't pick and choose. The church, the apostolic era already determined what we choose and don't choose. We're not picking and choosing. It's already been decided, you goobers.
Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom.
Judaizing with Godlogic. Give me some money.
Give me some shekels, yeah. Epstein, touch Jews.
Shabbat, Shalom, hey! Shabbat, Shalom, hey!
So thank you for that gem, Cleve. Cleve is always digging out these gems, bro.
You've had some run-ins with Orthobros lately. Who they don't quite take the disposition I'm giving to you right now.
Correct.
They take a little different disposition. Yes, okay, I'm just going to ask you, put you on the spot. Who's more?
Oh, it's fake laughter, the whole thing. All right, let's go back to start that over because it was too fast.
You've had some run-ins with the Orthobros lately. You've had some run-ins with the Orthobros, but some of this stuff comes together a bit I really appreciate your openness. Like, okay, I got to really look at this and just be honest with it. Yeah. Because you've kind of had, on the question of like, what is the church? You've kind of had some run-ins with you've had some run-ins with the Orthobros lately. Who they don't quite take the disposition I'm giving to you right now.
Correct.
They take a little different disposition. Okay,
Let's talk about what it's really about. Is it about jealousy, or is it about, no, actually we're calling out the fact that your dad is a bishop, a fake bishop of a fake made up Pentecostal denomination that's the Tyler Perry denomination, the Medea denomination, where you actually do bizarro, like gay Michael Jackson, worse. I mean, Michael Jackson's a good dancer, but it's like, what if Michael Jackson was gayer than he actually was and couldn't dance? Imagine Michael Jackson, Jacko, can't dance. What if Bubbles was dancing? This is Bubbles' Jacko's pet dancing. This is worship. It's not an epileptic fit. Don't worry. It's worship. But David danced before. David didn't dance like this. Dude, David could dance better than this, I guarantee you. Dude, what the hell is this?
Guess what? As you can see, I am Happy.
And yes, that's Godlogic. It's from one of his channels. You goobers. That's not worship. This is worship. 101. I'm not kidding. His dad is actually a fake bishop at the Medea denomination. The denomination that Tyler Perry gives money to. Tyler Perry. Okay. It's the same denomination. Avery's dad, fake Bishop Godlogic, said, give thousands of dollars. If you don't, I will berate you. Remember that? The preacher? That's the denomination we're talking about, you goobers. Okay, see this guy? Remember this? You better give me $2,000. This viral clip, okay? Avery's dad, whom Avery promotes, had him on his live stream recently. Bishop Avery Godlogic. Avery's dad says this dude is a true prophet, the prophet of their denomination. Talk about prophet like P-R-O-F-I-T prophet.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
I ain't asked you to give me $1,200. I asked all you poor, dumb, broke people to give me $2,000 because y'all asses is dumb and I'm a con man. Now, that is the Medea Tylepura denomination that Avery's dad is a part of this association. Avery's dad promotes this dude, you idiots. Now, does Trent Horn care about any of that? Where is Trent Horn calling out the grifting? Trent Horn is over there giggling. Oh my gosh, giggling, handed. My Lord. Going full Japanese anime.
We naughty. Oh, we so naughty. We too naughty. We so naughty too. Orpha bro, think we so naughty.
Anime Trent Horn.
We so naughty. Oh, Godlogic, you so naughty.
Giggling over here like they got us. Where are you calling out this stuff, you dummy? Why are you not? This is 1,000 times worse than anything Ortho Bros do. It's his whole upbringing. Godlogic still goes to this church and promotes it. There's videos of it, you idiots. Where is Trent Horn calling this out? How come Trent Horn's not pressing him on this? He's so concerned. Trent is a hyper ethically concerned ethicist. Catholic ethicist, so concerned with ethics.
What I threw last night, I could have bought a new one. Sometimes I really tend to go and overdo shit. When bitches see that pack, they will whatever you with. Is that really what that money finna make you do, bitch? My sister be going crazy on the beans. I love it when she call me up and paper on the...
By the way, at the debates, in DebateCon, Trent Horn showed up. And Trent Horn was in the audience. And I seen him over there in the audience when I was up on the stage. And I said, I just want to pause right now because I see somebody in the audience right now. And I said, I just want to say, shit. I said a 4-letter word, and I looked over at Trent Horn, and I seen him over there. And I said, I want to know, is Trent Horn going to leave the room, or is he going to hang around? And Trent Horn started giggling. I made Trent Horn giggle. He was cracking up. He was over there, a little anime girl. A little, what do you even call him, anime girl? A weeaboo. He was full weeaboo over himself, I guess. I don't know. What's an anime girl called? I don't know y'all's Gen Z language. What is it? So he knew it was funny. He knew he was, and he still, look at him giggling on that. They just having a giggle fest. Well, how come you're not calling out this? Where is the pushback? Okay. And unless you already forgot from 2 weeks ago, because y'all can't remember 2 weeks ago. Look at it. Here he is right here. He put his dad on live debates with my daddy.
The knowledge and mind of
So
God.
here you see, it's Bishop Avery right there. What his name is? Bishop Avery Johnson? What's his name? Shit. Half of the black dudes, his name Johnson. Daryl Johnson, Avery Johnson, Deontay Johnson. Where's it at? Oh, you racist, bro. You racist, bro. Why you racist, dude? Let's see if we can find it. I'm gonna have to go find Cleve's clips. Here we go. But y'all ain't got no memories. Y'all done forgot this. Y'all done forgot all of this. Remember, there's more of his epileptic seizure dance. Had a steamy affair with Michael Jackson up there. Heaven now. Woo! Go, girl. Damn, that boy got some moves right there. Listen, when I go to DebateCon, lock the door. And by the way, yes, I did challenge him to a debate and to a dance off. He ain't gonna do neither, I promise you. So notice the hypocrisy of Trent Horn. Trent Horn won't call this out. The Ortho Bros are bad. Ortho Bros, according to his Vatican, have like 90% of the same theology. I don't affirm that. That's what they think. Godlogic's Medea Church, literal Medea Church, is about 1,000 miles away from Roman Catholicism. But it don't matter because they're nice. Trent Horn cares about who's nice. Anime girl Trent Horn giggling over there because he probably think he's cute. He's like, this black man is cute in my presence. I'm getting a little flushed over here. Ooh, get a little nervous. It's getting hot in here. So close the doors. Give me $2,000. Ain't nobody getting out of here till you give me $20,000. Don't open them doors. It's getting hot in here. So put on more clothes.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Go ahead, man.
Who's more annoying, the Muslims or the Ortho Bros?
Ooh,
Hard to know.
I'll tell you what. I'll have to give it to the Ortho Bros. I'll tell you.
Ooh. And Trent over there giggling like an anime girl. Don't know what. No pushback. That's his dad screaming like a woman at church.
Somebody help her.
Talking in tongues. Dude, he just went full Yngwie Malmsteen. Just, it's Halloween. I can't even go that high. By the way, this is what inspired the song where he punched that bitch in the gut right now. Let me punch that bitch in the gut right now. Damn. He just slapping bitches. Damn, Bishop Godlogic out here just slapping bitches. He doing that pimp exorcism. This pimp, he got PIMP-A-STOLIC succession. Listen, we was talking about pimp church a long time ago. I'm talking about pimp church. I'm talking about black-apostolic succession. I'm talking about black-apostolic succession, okay? I'm talking about business church. I'm talking about business church. I can't even remember my songs. What's the pimp song? That's what I'm talking about. T-A-M, talking about. Now I gotta play it. Because it just came alive. Dude, our hit song is actually Avery's dad's church, PIMP-A-STOLIC succession. He's over there slapping me right now. Black kings, black bishops, black players, people of the chocolate persuasion. Black kings, black bishops, black players, people of the chocolate persuasion. Black kings, black bishops, black players, people of the chocolate persuasion. Black kings, black bishops, black players, people of the chocolate persuasion.
But the Dark Ages was a time when black people ruled Europe. So when you go into the real history, you'll see King James was...
That's King James right there. That's James LeBron. That's King LeBron right there.
Black. He was not a white guy. You'll see his whole lineage of kings.
Black kings, black bishops, black players, people of the chocolate persuasion. Black kings, black bishops, black players, people of the chocolate persuasion. Black kings, black bishops, black players, people of the chocolate persuasion. Black kings, black bishops, black players, people of the chocolate persuasion.
Who was a homosexual himself, who was in love with his sister Lucretia, who they made the image of Lucretia to be Mary. And that became the Renaissance era.
Lucretia. So hold on, you telling me Lucretia? That's a black name right there. How you gonna say that the people that was framing the black people were also black? That don't make no sense. Lucretia is a black as hell name. Lucretia. Church even allowed it, you know what I'm saying? The church allowed for straight pimping that have been suppressed. Listen to my brother. In the 1500s, it was legal to be a pimp. Black kings, black bishops, black players, people of the chocolate persuasion. And while we're on the topic, keep in mind, Bishop Avery Johnson, whatever the last name is, it is also a Pentecostal church. That's right. In honor of Bishop Avery Johnson and Godlogic and Trent Anime Horn. Not calling it out.
I was born in Romania in a Christian family, Pentecostal. I was born in Romania in a Christian family, Pentecostal.
That's a damn church right there. That's time for the church, son. We about to have an eyes wide shut church party in the basement. That's what they call the after party. Y'all ever heard of the after party? You know what I'm saying?
I was born in Romania in a Christian family, Pentecostal. I was born in Romania in a Christian family, Pentecostal.
I put my key in the ignition. I'm fresh out the kitchen. I put my key in the ignition. I'm fresh out the kitchen. Sipping on coke and rum. I'm like, so what, I'm drunk. It's a freaking weekend, baby. We about to have some church.
I was born in Romania in a Christian family, Pentecostal. I was born.
Son, where'd you find this? Damn, son. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Damn, son, where'd you find this? Damn, son, where'd you find this? Trapaholic.
Real trap shit. Trapaholics. We make it look easy.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Orthodox following and support system.
Damn, he been drinking that Hennessy. He done a Henny. That dude did a Henny communion. He went up there, he said, Daddy Bishop Avery, give me a little bit of that Henny for communions. Give me a little bit of that Henny for communion. And then he was like this.
Of certain people. It's a certain category of people that act a certain way.
It's a certain kind of people that feeling some type of way. A lot of the ortho bros, they feeling some type of way.
It's outside of the normal, Eastern Orthodox person that you would really meet.
Yeah, so the ortho bros is outside of the normal so-called Orthodox that don't know nothing and just meet them on the street. Yeah, that's because we actually believe what we say, right?
Because I have a large Orthodox following and support system, and they condemn these weirdos over here.
Okay, so does the condemnation of weirdos count for your dad's crazy ass dumbass cult that you promote? You fraud, you liar. Dude is over here lying. Remember, this is his dad's cult. It's a cult.
Trapaholic. Fartaholic. Damn, son, where'd you find this smell? Damn, son, where'd you fart that?
Lord of mercy, He brought us a mighty long way. I dare you to lose yourself. Oh!
That's Avery's normal, is this. So, Ortho Bros is abnormal, according to Trent Scorn and Griff Logic. But his dad's crazy church is 100% normal.
I don't see nobody turning here. I don't see nobody turning here.
Is this where he thump knuckle a bitch in the stomach? Bitch, get over here. Let me thump you in the stomach right now. Bitch, get over here. I'm gonna thump knuckle on your coochie now. You got a demon in a coochie now.
Demon in the private part. Fire! 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 Come out from the private. Come out from the private. Look that demo. Look, oral sex. Oral sex demo. You see oral sex?
A demon came with his...
and put it in my mouth. And then he came again and he slept with me last week. And I told the pastor that I need deliverance again. And since then, my private part has been itching. Yes. Who are you? Who are you?
After I sprayed, something came out white. Put your hands together.
I don't see nobody turn.
Dude, this is just like the white dude who was, remember Little John? The white preacher?
We had a white Little John
preacher. And the chick that said this is deliverance ministry.
She got a
That's the same
demon
stuff.
in a coochie.
So basically, Godlogic is in the Nala Ray sphere. He's in the sphere promoting his. So remember, we're abnormal. This is normal, according apparently to Trent Horn and to Godlogic. Daddy church, his daddy fake fart church. Let me wipe this on you. Let me blow this toot on you. That's because he was fanning it, the air of that stale stank air up in that church. He was fanning it with that. He had it out like, damn, it's stinking ass up in here. It's a stank ass church right now. He was fanning that fart like this right here. It's smelling like shit up in here. Let me see you turn around and let me see the coochie now. This is what I'm bad for calling out. This nonsense.
In here, gifted, but I need some things straightened out. I've been speaking in tongues, but I need some stuff.
That's Avery's church and his dad's church that he still pushes and promotes. Hooting and hollering, screaming. Deliverance ministry. He's about to cast a demon out of a coochie. Watch.
I'm getting 2 for 1. Because some are pregnant. Ain't that right, Mom?
This is what Godlogic promotes, you dummies. This is normal. Dude, this is Godlogic's church. This is where Godlogic go to church. His daddy is over there ripping egg farts, just wafting it all over the congregation. They over there doing Michael Jacko breakdancing. Don't even look good.
So some are getting baptized and unborn baby getting baptized with it. Come on down. I'm taking it out your hands. It don't belong to you no more. It's the Lord's now. Come on, church.
So his dad is a TBN preacher. You gotta understand that. Was on TBN back in the day. His dad is Creflo Dollar, dude. That's generational grift, bro. Are y'all stupid? And is Trent Horn care any about? No, he don't care nothing about none of it. All he cares about is how can we get the Ortho Bros? We got to get them Ortho Bros.
They're like, these guys don't represent us.
Well, it's particular people, and I've seen it even with some Catholics and a few Protestants. But it's a way of acting where you don't care about Christian virtue. Mm-hmm. It's like,
but what about the virtue of, or the vices of Bishop Avery Austin's church that Godlogic promotes?
You will slander, you'll abuse, you'll revile, you will talk.
Okay, so Trent is a victim. So Trent has been victimized. He's a total victim. You're not a victim, dude. What are you talking about? First of all, who was even mean to you? Making jokes? You made all the same jokes back at me. Nobody cares about jokes. Don't play a victim.
And treat people in a way that's almost like pagan. Yep. It lacks just Christian charity to it. And it's fine to firmly say somebody's wrong. That's not the problem. The problem is just when you're acting like a school.
The problem is don't make a joke that actually lands and that people laugh at my expense. So that's the actual problem, right?
Exactly.
Yes. So he's being bullied. So Ortho Bros are schoolyard bullies. Bullies? I thought you were taking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. How are you worried about, sticks and stones may hurt break my bones, but evil, mean words bounce off me and stick to you.
The slander, the lies,
Where's the slander and the lie, though? Because this is your dad's church. You didn't deny that. You haven't called it out. Nobody said anything negative until you started sending people to your streams, your Clips channel streams, trying to confuse and convince inquirers and catechumens not to become Orthodox. You started all of this, you dummy. What are you talking about? You notice when he gets up on the pew, they got to have somebody holding him because he might get took over.
mocking and all that kind of stuff too.
Oh yeah, don't mock my crazy grifting TBN preacher dad's church. Okay. Which he supports, by the way. So here's Avery's dad on TBN.
Right here on TBN, the #1 Christian network in the world. Now, you're going to be so blessed by today's program. Our special guest is a dear friend of mine, a pastor coming to us all the way from Lancaster, California. Now, this man of God and his wife are leading a dynamic, soul-winning deliverance ministry church there in Lancaster. Story.
Godlogic's whole domain that he still promotes is the same as the Nala Ray crazy online Catherine Crick, Apostle Catherine Crick, deliverance ministry, fake churches. His dad is a fake bishop.
You've been through some stuff in your life, and I alluded to it in the beginning of the program, but I want everyone to hear part of that testimony straight from your mouth. Would you talk to us about it?
Yeah, God has been truly kind to me. He's been kind to my family. At the age of 11, I was on the streets hustling. Had to become a man.
So he comes from a long line of con men hustlers. He just told you right there. Oh, he's changed. Oh, he reformed now. He good now. He reformed.
Church folk. Yeah. These folk was church folk. Yeah. And they didn't come to church to worship.
They came to church because it's business church right now.
Yeah, and see, I could have been in prison, but God saw fit to let me come to the house. I will lift up my head.
Just a bunch of screaming. Business church, yeah. Avery don't promote that though. He different. He different. He don't promote his daddy church. He don't promote his daddy's church. Yes, he does. Yes, he do. Lady Shannon Austin. She's part of the royalty and the nobility. She got a name, Lady. Is that his mom? His mom. Fake nobility. They got it all, dude. Fake bishops, fake royalty, Lady Johnson. What? Lady Shannon Austin. What the hell is Lady Shannon? Are you you related to Lady Grantham? You gonna be on Downton Abbey? You gonna be on Downtown Abbey more like it. Changing lives by the money because he's a money changer. Yeah, he's changing lives every day because he's a money changer. Bishop Avery Austin is changing lives every day because he's keeping your pocket change.
First of all, let's just thank everyone for tuning in.
Oh, but he don't promote that stuff, even though he own the video promoting that church right now.
On another virtual worship experience with Total Deliverance.
Total Deliverance Ministries. It's totally virtual.
My name is Avery Jr., and we're excited to have all of you here today, tuning in on a Sunday, expecting something great from God.
Dr. Labikio. I'm expecting a miracle. Well, you gotta give a seed donation first. Let it be $2,000. Better lock them doors right now.
Do something great for you. Expect this message to hit home, to hit you in your hearts and hit you in your minds, hit you wherever it needs.
Look at demo. Look, oral sex demo. You see oral sex?
Hit you in your minds.
To hit you. Matter of fact, let's go before the throne of grace right now. Father God, we thank you. We love you. We adore you.
Public performative praying now. This man is an obvious grifter. You can't see it because you dumb and stupid, and you fall for con men.
Who's supposed to be a separate brethren, but we're not brothers.
Yeah.
You know, that's not what it feels like. That's not what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like you're an enemy of mine.
So because Godlogic gets called out for having no church, churchless apologetics, we're his enemy, even though what we're saying is correct. Even though he doesn't want to talk about anything that would alienate anybody other than anti-Islamianity. Why? Because this is his upbringing that he can't alienate. And it's also a grift. And he loses money if he takes a hard position on anything else. It's obvious.
You're not acting no different than these guys who are not in Christ.
Okay, here. Now I'm a victim. I'm a victim because how dare you call me out? How dare you? I am a man of God, and you are not being virtuous.
Who are slandering and mocking.
Where's the slander? If it's slander, it's got to not be true. So what's not true that was said about you?
Yeah.
You know, doing all that kind of stuff.
And it doesn't have to be that way. Like, for example, like Gavin Ortland and I strongly disagree about stuff. And we can sit down and we can have strong disagreements.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because y'all act like y'all on the same team, and you just can't handle people pressing you in an intimate, aggressive setting. Okay.
Oh.
So he knows that Gavin Ortland's not going to press him. And Gavin Ortland knows that Trent's not going to press him. So there's no fear in that kind of an assumption, right? In that kind of a relationship.
But we also treat each other kindly, and we'll team up. Gavin and I did a 2-on-2 debate against atheists.
Yeah.
And so, but we can do that because that's the thing. I think a lot of the orthobros or some more further extreme online Christians treat it as like everything has to be a fight. And if I disagree with you, you're the enemy.
Yeah.
But see, this is not true because everybody had a friendly relationship until this group over here acted like, oh, we're all good. We're all friends. Oh, but I'm going to actually try to send people to my chat group to not get them to not become Orthodox. Oh, but I'm on everybody's side. I'm playing all sides. I'm totally friendly. And this is a repeated pattern. We saw this with Lofton. Michael Lofton did the exact same thing. When we called that out back in 2018, I was correct. Obviously, everybody is on my side now that Lofton's basically done because he's lost it. He's gone off into the irrelevance sphere because he ran everybody off. Because eventually, the vice that you actually have runs everybody off. That's the problem. It's not just that we're mean and we want to fight with people. That's not true. Because we were friendly with Trent Horn. Go back to the 2020 debate with Trent Horn. I debated on natural theology. Everybody was fine. Everybody was good. It wasn't a problem until I kept hammering Trent Horn that he said the Old Testament's Unitarian. And he said that the word triad is an inherently Arian term, even though it's used in his liturgy at the Byzantine Rite. And all he had to do was admit he's wrong, but he couldn't. He quadrupled down and just simply can't admit that he's just wrong about one point. Then, because he can't admit he's wrong, it turns into, how can I get them back? How can I show that they're mean and bad and unvirtuous? So Jay said a bad word and made fun of Bishop Tilda Swinton. Dude, that shit was funny. It was almost viral. And that's all you have is that I made fun of a fake black bishop who's a race bait opportunist fake activist. And by the way, Avery's dad is just as bad as that fake bishop, Bishop Tilda Swinton.
To me, it's like there's only one enemy. It's the father of lies. That's the only enemy.
Yep.
That's not true. St. Cyril of Jerusalem says, hate all heretics. Heretics are of the party of the devil and thus are also enemies. There's nobody in the first 1,000 years of the church that thinks that every group that professes to be Christian is therefore Christian. They have a made-up ecclesiology that is out of accord with what is very easily verifiable in the first 1,000 years. There is no such thing as branch theory or Vatican II ecumenism in the first millennium. So that's why every ecumenist immediately makes the play that I'm nice and I accept everybody. And if you're an exclusivist, you're bad and mean. So you're the bad guy. Didn't Arius claim to be a Christian? Didn't Nestorius claim to be a Christian? Of course. What does that have to do with whether they are? Nothing. It's not a question of who claims to be. It's a question of who actually professes and teaches the Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed. And Avery does not. On many points, he doesn't accept it. So this makes no sense. All it amounts to is who Trent does and doesn't like. Who Gavin does and doesn't like. So it has nothing to do with the principal positions. That's our position. We are the ones saying it's not a question of who's the nice guy and the mean guy, who I like and who I don't like. That's secondary. What matters first is who's professing the same theology of the first 1,000 years of the church. If you don't profess one Holy Catholic Apostolic in the way that the Cappadocians understood it, you're not even a Christian, according to the first 1,000 years of the church. So how come Trent isn't pressing him on, wait a minute, where are you as a churchless apologist? That doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a churchless apologist. Name one from the first millennium. Name one. In the church. I'm talking about some heretic. In the church, there's not one.
Everybody else is just, ensnared by him to varying degrees.
Yes, exactly.
And so that if you see other people in that way, it's like, okay, I would love to free you from that.
Yeah.
And so they were going, and
yeah, but that's always the original relationship that we have. Okay. Were we friendly to Sam Shamoon before the falling out? Yes. Were we friendly to Trent? Yes. Were we friendly to Ruslan? Yes. All of these people would know and admit that we were friendly. I was friendly to David Wood, friendly to Apostate Prophet. And in every one of these instances, what happens? Do you think we just out of nowhere? Today I will be mean to Trent Horn. Today I shall be mean for no reason to Michael Lofton. In every one of these cases, these people have a public face of we're so cool, virtuous, awesome. We're so chill. We're friends with everybody, bro. We're just freaking cool like that. Meanwhile, in the background and even in the foreground, they're doing all kinds of nasty, snaky shit all the time. You'll notice here, this is over a year ago. Here we are a year ago on stream helping Godlogic with Trinitarian theology, monarchical Trinitarian theology from the Orthodox position, together with Fearless Truth, Nick. And we engage in over 3 hours of debates. This is over a year ago. Okay. So I'm not needing Godlogic's attention. Godlogic used our theology, which doesn't exist outside of the Orthodox Church. That alone is fraudulent, to take the Orthodox theology of the Trinity and act like that's independent of any other Christology or any other ecclesiology. It's not. They're not independent. And Godlogic does not know theology beyond the arguments he got from Sam Shamoon and us. That's it. That's all he has. That's why he won't debate or explain his church. Okay, so I'm showing you this because people on X were saying, you just want him to give you attention, have you on. He ain't never going to have you on, bro. He already had me on 3 times, gummy. Dummy. He already had me on 3 times, bro. What you talking about? These are my 7 problems with Godlogic. I've been yapping all day. I've been talking since I woke up, so I'm starting. My mind is starting to turn into mush. So first of all, if you guys recall, and Cleve pointed this out on X, Godlogic says that all exclusivist claims are heresy. The only heresy is if you're an exclusivist in your ecclesiology and you say you have the one true church. He says that. He says that that is heresy if you think that you have the one true church. But that itself is an exclusivist claim. In other words, to say that I am excluding everyone who doesn't have my non-exclusivist position is an exclusivist position. Duh. Precept 101. Furthermore, the church of the first 1,000 years consistently says there is only one true visible church. There's not all of these churches. There is no mere Christianity. There's no branch theory. There's no ecumenism in the first 1,000 years. They always thought and said, you have to be a member of the one Holy Catholic Apostolic Church. That's it. So they didn't teach this kind of a theology. As we saw at the beginning, Godlogic sends people to Messianic synagogues where they teach Mosaic Judaizing and circumcision and the dietary laws. Okay, that's not the church. That's a heresy. That's promoting heresy openly. This is the same group, as you saw, where young Don was convinced to become young Dong, get his dong snipped, and then left Christianity. He promotes his dad's fake TBN church, doesn't call it out, doesn't say it's grifting. And I also think he probably doesn't want to say that fake TBN nonsense, deliverance, Pentecostal crap. He doesn't want to say that's false and fraudulent because it would alienate his dad. And he's been trained up in grifting by his hustler dad. As his dad says, I was a hustler. Yo, I grew up hustling. He's still hustling. He's doing the religious hustle. And he's teaching his son to do the same thing, obviously. That's, again, part of the same denomination of churches that was the, give me the $2,000, not $1,200. There is no churchless apologetics, doesn't exist. You can't give me in the first 1,000 years of the church an apologist or theologian or church father who was a churchless apologist, doesn't exist. The church of the first millennium believes explicitly in one holy Catholic Apostolic Church in the Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed. That's the Second Ecumenical Council in 381. Godlogic does not believe multiple doctrines of the Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed. Namely, he doesn't believe in the 4 marks. Well, if you don't believe in the 4 marks of the church, you're not in the church. It's that pretty simple. He's also now in the new Uthman debate, buddying up with an openly pro-Skittles promoting brother, Sig/Jerome, who says that homoerotic relationships are perfectly acceptable if you don't act on it, and that Jesus and Mary are a model of homoerotic relationships. What? Yes, you heard me correctly. You can go in the Discord or go on X. You can find that audio clip. Why are you buddying up to that dude? So these people literally buddy up to pro-gay people, including Gavin Ortland and his gay denomination, but the ortho bros are the bad ones. So notice the actual sins that are 10 times worse than aggressive masculine ortho bros, they don't touch that. They won't call that out. In fact, they'll buddy up probably with those dudes just to get back at the ortho bros. That's how catty and petty and high school bitch team, teen girl squad that these people are.
You can fill us in a little bit on that,
Sure.
because I'm like, why are they they're basically mad at you for doing your apologetics.
Nobody's mad at him for doing apologetics. Trent doesn't even know what happened. No, people got mad because he sent people to a stream on his Clips channel, his team, his people, to dissuade people from becoming Orthodox and becoming catechumens, to confuse them and get them to not become Orthodox. That's why that started. Guess what? Same thing Grifter Ruslan and Business Church did. Ruslan brought on a dude who was a catechumen against two seasoned Protestant Catholic apologists. And he named it debate. It was named debate on Trent Horn's channel. And then he backtracks. Oh, I didn't mean to call it debate. That was the fault of my team. Can't even take responsibility for his own bullcrap. Total fraud. Said he would debate me 5 times over and then said, I ain't going to debate you, dog, until you repent to me. What? These people, and literally like a couple years before this, 3-4 years before this, he's a BLM dude. Can you people not figure out frauds? Is it possible that people convert? Of course people can convert and change their ways. But the thing is, people need time to demonstrate that they really converted. That's why Nala Ray can't be an OF girl and start a church the next day. It's fraudulent. And as a pastor with women pastors, that's why you can't do apologetics if you're not Orthodox. Now, I'm not saying they can't physically do it. Obviously, Trent Horn does it. They all do it. From the Orthodox perspective, you can't do it out of the church. It's got to be under the church. It's pretty simple.
Just help people believe in Jesus. And they're like, that's not enough. I don't know.
Trent, what are you talking about? Your own church teaches just believing in Jesus is not enough. Your church teaches you need the sacraments. Godlogic doesn't necessarily, we don't even know if he believes that. He doesn't say that. If he doesn't teach it, then we have no reason to believe that he does believe it. So you're talking to a dude who thinks that just believing in the Trinity and Jesus is enough. Your own freaking church doesn't teach that, you goober.
Fill us in a little bit on that, because I'm like, why are they they're basically mad at you for doing your apologetics to just help people believe in Jesus.
Yeah, but that doesn't exist. So notice Trent Horn doesn't even realize that his messed up theology of ecumenism doesn't even line up with the traditional Roman Catholic view that it's not enough to just believe in Jesus. You also need the Roman Catholic Church, its sacraments, and all of its attended accretions.
They're like, that's not enough. I don't know. So you want to fill in more like what they got mad at you about?
But that's also your church's teaching, Trent. You teach that it's not enough.
Yeah. So, well, really it started with, so Jay.
Is he going to be honest? Let's see.
Has been coming after me and trying to debate me. Like it was random out of nowhere.
Jay Dyer.
Not true. Not random. Not out of nowhere. Perfectly friendly with this dude for a significant amount of time, 1 to 2 years. Okay. The debate came when his team, and he was in the chat, so he can't say, oh, I didn't know nothing about it. His team, his dude, his Clips channels were trying to convince people not to become Orthodox. Just like Ruslan and his snake attitude of acting like, oh, yo, it's going to be a fair presentation, but we just going to have a catechumen up here against two seasoned apologists. But it's all fair, but I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. That's not, so it's not true.
Yeah, Jay Dyer, out of nowhere. And so.
Not true. It's not out of nowhere. That's a lie. Notice they need the story to be that we just attack people for no reason out of nowhere. Now, he could have at least said, well, he thought that I, sent people to, another channel, my channel, to get people to not become Orthodox, but that's not true. He didn't even say that. He just acted like I was just minding my own business, just doing absolutely nothing. And oh my goodness, what these men just attacked me out of nowhere for no reason.
And ironically, the timing was interesting because it was right after I just humiliated Muhammad Hijab, and that was like going everywhere and blowing up.
Yeah, I said I support you specifically on the point of Muhammad Hijab, and I support you getting money and not having to be attacked and cheated. I supported him in that. So again, he's telling a half truth. Okay. You understand? I can support you on one thing and criticize you on another thing. You know that's possible, right? Me supporting you doesn't mean I'm on your team in every single action you do. You can make one right decision here and a wrong decision over here. So he's telling half truths, half the story.
Literally right after that, that's when Jay is like, hey, Godlogic, debate me on what is the true church.
No, he's leaving out all the other stuff, all the backstory. Remember when Michael Lofted did this exact same thing? These people all do the same stuff. They leave out the full story. They pick out the pieces where it looks like the Ortho Bros is bad. Are they attacking me for no reason? I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because I've never had a video or a stream where I had an opinion on what the true church was or gave any type of...
Oh, thank you for admitting the very thing that we've been criticizing. Since you've never had a video or a position on the true church, then you're doing churchless apologetics, bro. That's the thing we're criticizing.